Hey everyone. So when using slideshows, there are several components involved in this process. We have the actual slideshow with images, then we have a header that appears either over the slideshow, like we have in the following example, or we have it right above the slideshow with a white background as an example. Next off, we have also our image titles and then buttons linking to certain blog posts, pages, and so forth. And then also, of course, we have our logo involved here. So all of these details are components, and this is what builds up our slideshow in general. So it's important to understand how these things all work together. So first of all, if we take a look into Flotheme header settings in the following section, you adjust and you select the layout for your header. This is what all of your pages navigation will look like. Alright, next off within the slideshow settings, this is obviously where you create your slideshow. Heading over to slideshows, click on add new, which you've probably seen this video already if you're watching this second video. So you create your new slideshow here and then you upload images and so forth. And in our pages section, this is essentially where you add or assign slideshows to a certain page. So what I've done is I've created two pages. I have page 1 and here I have page 2. I'm going to use two different slideshow types for these two different pages and show you the differences between them. So first of all, whenever you want to add a slideshow to a page, you need to go over to the following section where it says add block. This is, of course, if you're manually adding a slideshow to it. Scroll down all the way to the bottom and then scroll up only one block, and here we have slideshow. So select slideshow and then unfold your slideshow settings. And here we have a bunch of different tabs that we can work with, and we'll do a separate video on that. But your next step would be is to essentially select the slideshow that you want to assign. So we'll go with Home A, and in the following area you select the layout for the slideshow that you want to use. So something to keep in mind is that the first four slideshows, type A, B, C, D, these are all hard-coded, meaning the menu above the slideshow will not correspond with the header menu or the header layout that we've assigned previously. Okay, so that's just one of the reasons why I want to show you the following two different slideshows. So I'm gonna use a slideshow type A, and I will update my page. And for page number 2, I will add my second slideshow, and I'm gonna use any other random slideshow to add it. And you'll see that the slideshow with let's go with type E, it will correspond. Now let me just select my slideshow here. Yeah, there we go. So slideshow type E will correspond with the header layout that I've selected in my Flotheme section. Okay, so heading over to these two pages, here we have page 1 and page 2 being refreshed. For page 1, you can see that now I have my slideshow assigned to the page and I have my menu. However, once again, the menu is different from what I've assigned within my header settings. If we take a look at a slideshow type E, you can see that the header layout is identical to the header layout that we've assigned to it. Okay, within the following section, if I head on over to, let's say, my contact page, you'll see that the contact pages or the contact page uses the header layout that we've assigned within the Flotheme header section as well. Okay, the only thing once again is that this slideshow is hard-coded and it has a very specific layout for its header. So just keep that in mind whenever using the first four slideshows or the first four slideshow layouts that we have. Alright, so yeah, now that we have that covered, let's go ahead and talk about another area where we can use a slideshow, and essentially that would pretty much be in any section of your page. So let's go ahead, click on add block, and let's add in a block called WordPress content. And then what I'm going to do is just add some dummy text into this area. Then we'll click on add block once again, and I will add I don't know, let's just go with something like this over here. Let me just unfold all of this, and I'm just going to add some content real quick to it. Okay, so now that I've added all of my content, let me close this up, and I will then add my next slideshow to the bottom of the following page. Okay, so here I have slideshow, and what I'm actually going to do is just drag and drop it right above this block. Okay, so once again, unfolding my slideshow settings here, I will choose slideshow home A, and for the layout I will go with type F. Alright, so at this point I will update my page and head on over to page 1 and refresh this one more time. Alright, so now as I scroll down my page, you can see that I have a text content which we've added. Then I have my next slideshow, and in this case I have my titles, I have text, and a button linking to another page. I do not have my header or menu above this slideshow. And then at the bottom here I have another section with just some additional content. So this is just a short example of where and how you can use slideshows other than just the top of your page. So if you have specific areas or a specific page design that you want to fulfill, and you need to have a slideshow of images right in the middle of that page, you can easily add new slides to it. Alright, so depending on the layout of the slideshow that you decide to go with, options will be different. And if we compare type F to type E, you can see that type E will just be a clean slideshow. It will not show any of your page titles. I'm sorry, it will not show any of your slideshow titles, buttons, or anything like that. It'll just be a clean slide of images. Okay, so this is what type E looks like. As you can see, compared to type F, we had our image titles and buttons. Type E simply images. Alright, so just keep this in mind whenever building out your pages, whenever using multiple different slideshows on a page. You have quite a bit of flexibility with them, but play around with all of these layouts and make sure that you choose the right one that best accommodates your needs. Alright, so thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope everything makes sense so far, and I'll see you around later in our next videos.